Hi, my name is Ashish, and in this video we will see using the Azure AI search service. As you know, Azure AI search provides a hybrid search service. This means it provides results based on vector and lexical searches. I'll quickly pull up my whiteboard to discuss this in more detail. Alright, so we're talking about Azure AI search service. Okay, it was formerly known as the cognitive search, and which is Microsoft's cloud-based search as a service solutions that bridges this gap. So I would not call it as a SaaS, which is software as a solution. I will call it search as a service. Alright, so it combines full text search, AI-powered enrichment, semantic search, and modern techniques like vector search and RAG, which is retrieval augmented generation, to enable smarter context-aware search experiences. Okay, so if you want to define it in a definition, so the Azure AI search is a fully managed search as a service platform. Okay, fully managed search as a service platform. That allows developers to build search capabilities into applications without needing to design and maintain their own search infra. Now, at its core, it enables indexing and querying across large datasets, but its real strength lies in combining search with AI. Right? So it will combine to give you Azure AI search service. Okay, so if you talk about some key features of the Azure AI search service, it has full text search, it has AI enrichment, semantic search, vector search, scalability, and obviously the security. Now we'll see how we will create a search service in the Azure portal. So now if you create a resource here and you type in search service, click on it. Here you see Azure AI search. Click on here. It will take you to this screen. Select the resource group. You can choose the existing one or you can choose the new one. I'll create a new test Azure AI search lab. Click on OK. SVC. Pick up a region. Standard 160 GB partition, max 12 replicas, 12 partitions. So if you want to change the pricing tier, you can do it. But if you will click on next, scale, it says replicas distribute workloads across the service. We guarantee 99.9% availability. Choose 2 or more replicas for read operations. You have to partitions allow for scaling of document counts as well as faster data ingestion by spanning your index over multiple units. 160 GB storage. If you click on next, if you see the cost here, it is $249, bounds up to $250 per month. If you choose the networking, public endpoints can be reached by any machine on the internet. Use a private endpoint to limit access to your service. Let's click on learn more and see what does it say. Okay, it talks about the private link connection. So if you come here and if you look at the pricing for search service, and if you look at the pricing table, basic 15 GBs, standard S2, standard S3, and it is giving me in INR. And if I choose the free version, it will cost me nothing, but I will have only this much of storage, max indexes per service, compute type, which is this compute type. And I don't think if I want to have agentic retrieval, which incorporates conversation history and bring your own model integration into query planning, I don't think I will have it with the free version. But you can look at this documentation. So if you want to go on discussing with your team, how will you select a pricing tier? So Azure AI Search is offered in combinable search units that vary by storage and throughput. Selecting the optimal pricing for your solution is based on the following factors. So selecting the pricing will be based primarily on these factors. Your storage requirement, no thanks. This refers to the amount of data you need to store in your search service, and the queries per second, which is QPS. The throughput of your search service, often measured in QPS, will depend upon your data and types of queries users will issue. It's best to run performance tests to understand the throughput a particular tier can handle. So if I come here and if I go back, I don't need a standard version to do the lab or for the testing purposes. I can go with selecting a free version, click on select so that I don't incur any unnecessary charges. I click on next and then click on review create. I can download a template for automation or hit create here. Validation is in progress. I'll pause the video and come back as soon as the deployment is completed. Alright, the deployment is completed. I'll click on go to resource. Here is the resource that I created. Okay, now when you create a search service, key-based authentication is the default, but it's not the most secure option. So best practices recommend that you replace it with role-based access. Now to enable the role-based access for your service, you select and type in keys here. It will take you to keys. API access control, you see API keys, role-based access control, or both. So you can connect to your service using API's keys, Azure roles, or both. You select here. Are you sure you want to update the search service? Yes. It will change the setting, and then you can select, and now you can connect to this with either one of them. Now if you want to scale your service, let's say after deploying your search service, you can scale it to meet your needs. Azure AI Search offers two scaling dimensions, replicas and partitions. Replicas allows your service to handle a higher load of search queries, while partitions allows your service to store and search through more documents. And to scale your service, just type in scale here. It will take you to this option. Right, and then in here you can change the settings. Now it says the pricing tier determines the physical storage of each partition, the request throughput of each additional replica, the partitions, everything. Because I selected the free tier, I don't think that option is available. But if you would have selected a standard tier, you would have scaled it. Right, now there is always a question with the customers that when to add a second service. Now most of the customers use a single search service at a tier sufficient for the expected load. However, if you need a second service for some operational requirements, like to overcome regional outages, for a multi-tenant architecture that requires 2 or more services, globally deployable applications that require services in each geography to minimize the latency, a second service is not required for high availability. You achieve high availability for queries by using 2 or more replicas in the same region through these options. Right, because replicas are updated sequentially. At least one is operational when a service update is rolled out. And you can use the quotas option if you want to add more services to your subscription. Let's say you search quotas, and here you go here. And in the overview tab, you look for search. Here it is, search service. Set filters to review the existing quota that you have in your current subscription. And next to the tier and the region, you need more quotas, right? So here it is, the one that you have. And you can submit a new quota request, enter a new limit for your subscription quota. The new limit must be greater than your current limit. And after you submit your request, monitor the notifications in the Azure portal for updates, because it takes approximately 24 hours. I hope this was informational to all of you. If you have any other queries, please mention them in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Have a good day.